are entering into the season of hustle and bustle, one of the busiest, jam-packed times of the year going into the holidays, where if you're anything like me, it just seems like you have a never-ending to-do list and you're always kind of rushing around to get to the next thing. We're just pulled in so many different directions. And so I hope today's devotional can help before we really get into the thick of this season, and it can be a guide or a centering point for you as we head into the holiday season. This is today's scripture from Romans chapter 12, verses 1 and 2. So here's what I want you to do, God helping you. Take your everyday, ordinary life, your sleeping, eating, going to work, and walking around, and place it before God as an offering. Embracing what God does for you is the best thing you can do for Him. Don't become so well adjusted to your culture that you fit into it without even thinking. Instead, fix your attention on God. You'll be changed from the inside out. Readily recognize what He wants from you and quickly respond to it. Unlike the culture around you, always dragging you down to its level of immaturity, God brings the best out of you, develops well-formed maturity in you. Living a faith-filled life can be boiled down to one thing: fixing your attention on God. Focusing on God will transform your life. It's going to allow God to work in and through you, maturing your faith. And the only way that it is possible for us to do this is with the Lord's help and with just a devout reliance on God to get you through the day and to work through you each day. And I also think it's something that we have to ask for. We've talked about it. I'll link some of our other devotionals where we've kind of specifically talked about the theme of asking, but be willing to be asking God. Be willing to sit before the Lord and say, use me, send me. What do you have for me? Ask these things. It's an intentional pursuit to righteous living and faithful obedience. So today's reflection question is, what is God asking of you right now? I know that we've had this as a reflection question on other devotionals, but I want to keep coming back to it. I want it to be something that you periodically ask the Lord. You periodically sit with the Lord and make sure that your heart posture is directed as it should be and that it's focused and attended towards God. We're heading into the busiest time of year, and it's up to you to decide what that's going to look like for you. And it's up to you to decide where your attention is going to be placed. Would you pause and fix your attention on God before going into this busy season with me?